So today I'm going to show you how to build a Chrome extension so that you can remember things with ChatGPT. I'm going to split this up into 3 parts. First is setting up a Chrome extension to pull in your history. Second is splitting up the history because it's too large to send to ChatGPT. And third is seeing how we can put this all together so ChatGPT can help us remember things. So I started off by reading through the Chrome extension docs, which I highly recommend. They're fairly well organized and give good examples. Then I read through the ChatGPT APIs. And finally, as per usual, instead of writing any code, I hopped over to GPT-4 and asked what I needed to do to write a Chrome extension. With the steps outlined, I asked it to generate the manifest JSON file, which configures the Chrome extension, the pop-up HTML, which displays the extension, and the pop-up JS file, which deals with the logic. So then I created a folder to put in all the code files and copied over the code. We're going to upload this later as an extension. Next, I made an icon using Midjourney. I used the prompt help remember and it generated what looks like the grandpa from Up. Maybe this is a bit dark, but if you combine it with my intro slide, doesn't it look like a memorial service? Anyway, I went back to ChatGPT to give me some better suggestions for icons. I like the idea of a magnifying glass over the brain, so after creating way too many of those, I finally selected one. Now Chrome recommends you make multiple sized icons for the different places people view your extension. Like the store or on the nav bar, they're going to have different sizes. So the final step here is to test your extension. You can go to your extension manager and then select the directory that you created. Unfortunately, ChatGPT was unaware that extensions now used manifest version 3. This is where it would be nice to have ChatGPT trained on the newest data, which Bing does. But as we've seen in the past, ChatGPT is totally capable of fixing its mistakes. Alright, so this brings us to part 2. ChatGPT is capable of writing the code to pull in your history in the extension. The problem was when I pasted in the history into OpenAI's tokenizer tool, it was way too large to send in one message. If you look at ChatGPT, it limits you to 4,000 tokens, and then GPT-4 limits you to 8,000, or 32 depending on how much you're willing to spend. So I needed to figure out a way to split up the prompts into multiple messages, that way you could send it over. But the original API for this, tick token, was written in Python. So I did find a Node version of this, written by DQBD, which did a good job wrapping this up into a Node module. But because you can't easily put a Node package into a Chrome extension, I had to look for a couple of tools that would help. I found Webpack and Parcel, as well as an extension CLI. But after about a day of updating configurations, installations, and learning about WebAssembly files, I decided to just simplify and approximate the number of tokens so that I wouldn't have to install a package. And so for the third part here, the only thing left to do is test that you can ask a question to your history. So to my delight, when I asked where did I buy a gift card, as you can see it looks like Best Buy. So this is just a toy example. I didn't put this into production, but we built a Chrome extension to help us remember the sites we visited. If you're interested in learning or wish I went into more detail, please let me know. Thanks for watching, and remember the future is now.